There it is. Hi. I don't know. Hang on a second. Let me try and see if I can fix that. I wonder if I could put two people on it. I think it's when you talk. That's when you show up on the screen. There we go. I think everybody can see you guys now. Hang on. Yes, they're all excited that you guys were here. Yeah, we gave them like options. We're like, okay, so if you guys could choose between these like 5 or 10 things, what would you guys want? And they're like, IICONICS. It was like 87%. Damn right you are. There we go. Everybody can hear you guys perfectly. Awesome. Okay. Well, first of all, how you guys doing all right? Hanging? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you look so cute.
It says Cassie's bandwidth is low.
Yeah, you're breaking up a bit, Cass.
Yeah, I don't have very. I'm sorry, I don't have good service. Trying to find. I'm trying.
You can hear some really weird noises.
It's like sounds like footsteps.
Yeah, it's like clunk, clunk, clunk.
Oh my god.
We have good audio.
Jess, they were asking me if you're a gamer, what games you like to play.
Oh, I play a bit of everything. First off, I do count myself as a recreational gamer, just spur of the moment. But yeah, I love everything. I have a Switch, so a lot of Mario Party, Mario Kart. I have a Xbox One, so a lot of Halo, Tomb Raider, and then PS4 is a lot of Batman. I tend to stick to the same genres because I'm extremely picky when it comes to video games.
Yeah, I like that though. I didn't see that was something I didn't know about you, and then you posted a picture of like Halo or something, and I was like,
whoa.
Oh. have we just become closer? What is this?
Did we just become best friends?
Cass, what about you? Are you into games at all? Or are you just kind of like every now and then?
No, that's just going to be a hard no. Sorry, look, if we're playing trivia or some sort of a fun game, yeah, I'm down, count me in. But as far as these like up and A and then backwards and hit him and follow him with the gun, and it's just a bit too much.
Hit him and follow him up with a gun.
No shoot 'em up games for Kaz. What's your both of you, whoever wants to answer first, but your favorite childhood memory?
I tried childhood memory.
What was that?
I feel like my favorite childhood memory is a family vacation to Hawaii, where my mum and I just had the greatest time in the world, and we still talk about it to this day.
That's so sweet. I love that.
Yeah, I'm sorry, there's a trough. Hurry up! Yeah.
They said that Cassie seems like she might be into puzzles. Are you into puzzles?
Oh.
No, I'm not boring.
I was about to say, that's an odd thing to think someone's into. I can vouch for her. She doesn't do puzzles.
No, it's not really my thing either.
No, you know what? I used to make like I used to put funny pictures on puzzles for people to make, and then I would just give it to people like all messed up, and then by the time they finished it, it'd be like something really inappropriate. So I mean, I guess I kind of like puzzles for that reason.
That doesn't surprise me at all coming from you.
I know. Like super inappropriate. A lot of the things that they're saying too is that you guys need to start a Twitch channel. Like a lot of them. And it's funny because it's not even just video games either. Like it's right now I'm just talking to you guys. They're seeing this. It's just like a just chatting kind of thing, you know.
Yeah, maybe. I've been thinking a lot more about the outside streaming world in terms of YouTube and Twitch. We shall see.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, but you have like an IGTV though, right?
I do, but I had a season 1 finale, so I could stop that, to be honest. But it's a lot of effort,
Yeah.
and I don't think people realize how much effort it is to like sustain like a constant, even social media, even Instagram does me bloody head in, even like Twitter. So I don't, like, you guys, I give you mad props for doing YouTube and Twitch, because it's a job. Like, people don't understand that. It's a damn job.
For sure. Oh,
Totally.
but Cassie, you do your YouTube channel and IGTV, right?
No, I made the switch from the IGTV to the Tube.
So
now I'm officially 100% on the Tube for my antics and videos plus
Hell
1
yeah.
minute. So Cassie Versus on YouTube, and we're having a ball with that.
I liked the makeup one. I was like, oh, that's so cute.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, really. I filmed that like a month before I posted it. So when I went to post it, I watched it back and I was like, I don't even do my makeup like this anymore. But I was like, oh, it's content. I guess I did at one point.
There you go. I mean, it's fun because I feel like it kind of gives people a little bit of a delve into your life just in
Real
general.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
yeah, absolutely.
Do you have like any certain kind of things that you want to concentrate on when it comes to that, or?
I don't know. I'm still trying to like work the whole thing out. Like it was a way for me to like have control over my own creative outlet, and people make careers out of YouTube, so it's kind of a way for me to just be in full control of that. So I'm kind of seeing what works, what doesn't work, and what people like and they don't like. So yeah, I'm only like 4 videos in, but actually I need you to come over so we can do one.
I'm down for that. I'm so down for that.
Yeah.
So, Trey Varnado wants to know when you both started watching wrestling.
So, watching wrestling. I don't know the exact age I was, but I always say that I was 10, because I feel like that's the earliest memory that I have of it. And that was when my brother, he's 7 years older than me, so he was like a teenager. He used to fill out, like, I want to say he would bring over like 20 of his friends, and they would just pack out our living room and watch it. And he was like, I was always like in awe of my big brother. He was like my hero. So then like one day he literally like got a chair and like sat me down and made me watch it. And it was a pay-per-view. I can't remember the light. It was so long ago, I can't remember the name of it. But ever since then, I was just kind of like hooked. And that became like our thing growing up. It was like wrestling. So that kind of like formed a really strong bond that we still have to this day, which is really cool to say, like, wrestling kind of brought us together in that way.
I love that. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh, that's so sweet. What about you, Cass?
I think I'm the same. I can't exactly remember what it was. I'd say it was 2004, because I think I was watching I think I missed WrestleMania 19. And I feel like it was like a year between when I started watching to when I saw WrestleMania 20, which was the first thought. So I want to say it was like 2004, maybe 2003, but I don't remember.
Did you guys have, I mean, I know what Jess's was, and I know yours, but I feel like they don't know exactly yet. Who were your guys' favorites?
I'm sorry, what?
Eddie Guerrero was my favorite.
She just, I don't know if you could see her, Cass, but she just turned around and she's got her rock jacket
on. No, I can't see.
Oh, her audio is so bad.
Yeah. It sounds like one of those like toys.
Like the robot things.
Yeah.
Sorry, Cass, we missed all of that, mate. The audio is not too shabby.
Oh, I think we might have lost her.
Ah,
Can you hear me?
oh.
Oh.
Not really, darling. That was so sad.
I know. She sounds like she's like fading away.
I feel like it's like she's asking for help.
Yeah. Or someone trying to sing. That's kind of what it sounds like.
Like auto-tune.
Yeah. Aw. Well, yeah, so your favorite wrestler is The Rock. Is there a reason why, or when did you, like, notice that?
So he was, like, when I started wrestling, he was the first person that I ever, like, remember, like, watching and, like, just being in awe. And it's crazy because, like, obviously the women I responded to as well because they were just, like, beautiful, sexy, and they were, like, you know, kicking each other's ass, which was, like, super powerful. But what drew me to The Rock was he was amazing in the ring, but his personality was, like, the one thing that made me decide that I wanted to wrestle. The way, like, his like charisma, his promos, the way he carried himself, like the whole entertainment aspect of him was the thing that drew me into wrestling. So, like, that's what I've always really tried to, like, focus on in my career is to always just be entertaining.
Yeah. And obviously you and Cass do that too, like a freaking T. It's so fun. She just, speaking of which, she just texted me, guys. She just said that it's still a bit dodgy out there with her signal, but she said she's going to try and get into, like, a different area and see if it's better. So we might try her again if the audio works. But yeah, let's see what I had here. Oh, what is your favorite IICONICS memory as a teen? That's from KGK Twitch.
KGK Twitch. Favorite memory, it has to be WrestleMania. I feel like that's, like, that was such a big moment for our careers as a tag team. That was our first WrestleMania as the IICONICS, and we won the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Like, that just, like, every time I say that out loud, I'm like, what? It just sounds so surreal, but that definitely is, like, the highlight of our career, I'd have to say, because not many people get that moment or that opportunity. So
that's gonna go down in history, like, bro.
Yeah, and, like, that fucking. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. I do that all the time.
I just realized it. I was like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? PG, keep it PG.
Oh, my chat knows I don't, so it's okay.
Okay, no filter. That's good.
No, not me anyway. I tried, but no.
I don't know if there was, like, a beep button or something, but that's okay.
Delay.
But yeah, that's definitely my favorite memory.
I remember, and I didn't know anything about it, and all of a sudden, like, my mom and I are just kind of, like, watching or whatever, and I was like, those bitches didn't tell me shit. How do they?
Nope.
Yeah, I was so, like, blown away.
We kept that locked down, and it was. I had some very important people at WrestleMania, very special to me, and I kept it. Yeah, kept it from them, and because it made it a surprise, and it made it just, like, so cool to see their reactions.
Yeah, I love that though. I think more than anything, as long as you guys were able to, like, live in that moment and have that, and it's just between you guys for just that moment in time. I think that's so special.
Yeah, it'll always be, like, a very, like you said, moment in time for us.
Yeah, that's so cool. I love that because, like, I remember, like, still not thinking it was real at that point. Like, even when I saw you guys backstage with them, you guys were, like, bawling, crying, and, like, you had them, and I was just like, I didn't know words. I didn't know what to say. I was just kind of like, so crazy. Oh my God. And my mom was just like, and she texted me too because she was like, obviously you guys are, like, her favorites. So she was like, did you know that this was happening? And I was like, no, I didn't. And she's like,
no.
Oh my God. And she's like, oh my God, can I come backstage? I was like, no. Like, no.
She's the best. I love your mom. She's such a sweetheart.
She's
Bless her
funny,
little
man.
heart.
Favorite male tag team growing up?
Growing up?
Mhm.
Oh, I don't think I've ever been asked that question before.
Look at that. Brock Bella, look what you just did.
I love that because you get a lot of the same questions, and I always urge people to just think outside the old box. So I'm happy he asked that. Growing up, I was very into the Hardy Boys.
Mm-hmm.
Who wasn't?
Right.
They were just like in that era, in the Attitude Era, they were like so cool. Like you just wanted to be them, and with Lita, like that was really special. So I'd have to say them, and then I'd also have to say Edge and Christian.
Yeah.
Like they, yeah, absolutely Edge and Christian. They were just incredible. I miss watching them. Like I'm glad that I could grow up in that era and able to like see and watch them when they were together. I mean, and the 5 seconds and like everything that they ever did was just like hilarious. I really liked them.
Yeah, I love that though. And that's a good point. If you're able to do that as like, you know, while you're living in that time, I think that's really important because like you don't know if it's I don't know. I feel like if you're just looking back, it's so different than actually being in that time frame and living that. That's so fun.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Why did this? Okay, the stream just. Okay, there we go. Did you have a favorite female? And I feel like I know the answer to this, but I'm like, wait, maybe I don't know the answer to this. Did you have who was like your favorite female in that era?
I was obsessed with Stacy Keibler.
Okay, so I didn't know the answer at all.
You did? Okay.
No.
Who did you think it was?
I thought it was Lita.
Yeah, I mean those like obviously her. She was, like I said, just so cool. Yeah. But Stacy, like, she just like was so sexy, but like but in such a like a simple way. Yeah. Like I don't know what it was about her. Like I loved her entrance with her long legs.
Yeah,
that was like something when I started wrestling, I wanted to like do her entrance.
Yeah,
because I was like just obsessed with her, and everyone's like, "Yeah, you got long legs." And I used to watch her moves like in her matches and study her, and like anything that I could find, I'd try to replicate at training.
Yeah,
I really liked her. I thought
that's
she was
so cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, she was really cool with the Dudley voice. I loved her with the Dudleys.
Dude, and when she was with them, like, oh man, she had like a lot of roles and characters, mm-hmm. which is awesome to see. But she was always just like still her very like her always herself, but she always like fit in so well with everyone else. So I really like vibed her. I liked her a lot.
See, that's a good point because she was able to like, if you're versatile, that's such a unique quality. I feel. So that's a good point. So I like that.
Yeah. She was with like, I want to say 3 different groups. Like she was with a lot, and then she was in ring, and then she was backstage, and then she was Vince's assistant, and like she was like a lot of different roles.
She was like super Stacy, right? At one point, she was also like a superhero with like crazy.
Another one too,
That's so funny. I loved Lita, but I loved her to the extent that like I hated Trish. Like hated her. And like I remember being so mad because like as a kid I was like, oh, like I like Jeff Hardy, blah blah. And then like when I saw that they had like an angle together, I was like, I hate you even more. Oh my god, like. And then like when I met her like years and years later, you know me, I'm freaking awkward around people anyway. But the first thing I said to her was, oh my god, I hated you when I was growing up.
Oh my, what did she say?
She's like, oh, thank you so much. Where else would you hear that besides our business? Like, seriously.
I know, and take it as a compliment. And be like, awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it proved that she was, obviously, like, doing her job well, and, like, it's just, I was like, why did you even,
Yeah, don't speak.
Don't speak. And then I was, like, sweating profusely. I was like, yeah, the heat's on or something. Why am I sweating?
Something's not right.
And I hope she doesn't remember that because I was literally like sweating. Like, you know how when you have to like wipe your lip and shit? And I was like,
Oh my gosh, yes.
it was bad. It was bad. Really awful. Oh, God.
Oh,
And she was like, yeah, I mean, maybe the heat's not on, but maybe it's your hair because you have a lot of it. I don't know. Can I help you out? God.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I'm seeing so many Hey Kayla's and so many You Gotta Be Joking Me. It's just,
Aw.
I love that stuff like that has stuck with people so much.
So do I, because like that's just stuff that I say in real life.
Mm-hmm.
And when I like decided to like translate it into like the promo or backstage, it always has like happened organically. I've never like planned to yell at Kayla or anything like that. So the fact that it happened a while ago, I think it was like our first Royal Rumble. So that would have been in like, I feel like 2019. So it was quite a while ago.
Yeah.
And it was only from like one video, and then it kind of like stuck. And it makes me really happy when like I get tweeted it, I get asked to do like cameos with it, and it makes me really happy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So like I'll be like at home and it'll like be really quiet, and then like all of a sudden, like on the opposite side of the house, you can hear me say, "You gotta be joking me," and it just echoes throughout the house. And it's always so angry. I can't do it not angry, so it's fun. But I love that.
I'm so glad you did it because I didn't want to ask you to do it, but you ended up doing it. Because so many people were like, "Can you ask her to do it?" And I was like, "I don't want to ask her to do it." That's so funny. Well, Ronnie Mac 7 is asking, where did it come from? Like, where did you like? I know you said that this is something you do in like your normal life and you just kind of say these things. I know that. But when you're, I guess, I feel like you guys are a little closer to your real life. When you're in character, you still pull things from your real life and the way that you talk. When you first said it with Kayla, like,
come back
what?
To me.
Oh, did I fall out? Oh, there we go. Am I back?
Yep, you're back. Yep.
Okay. When you first said it with Kayla, was it like something that you just like I feel like you don't think, you just kind of do.
Yeah.
Right? So it just like happened, I imagine, right?
It did, yeah. I feel like I honestly don't know where it's come from. I've definitely said or like watched a movie or a comedian. I feel like it was in my head from something. But I think it's just because I am very loud and annoying. So it was a way just to get, it was just a way to get her attention. I always think about that. I'm like, where did that come from? But it really just is me talking crap. And it just stuck, which is great. They always say that. The stuff that like sticks, like phrases or like words or like just in general, it's always like the random stuff that slips through that people like get on board with.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm surprised, honestly, that it's not on a shirt yet, to be honest. But
I'm working on it.
Favorite icon? Oh, from DCC20. I can't say numbers. 0209. They said that their favorite iconic moment was bowling on Up Up Down Down.
Oh
yeah. Did you like? I don't think I saw that one. How did that come about?
So that the bowling for Up Up Down Down was, I feel like that was maybe SummerSlam last year. Or maybe Survivor Series. It was a pay-per-view where like everyone was together. But oh my god, it was so funny. It was me and Cass. It was IICONICS versus E and Woods versus the Usos versus Cesaro and oh my gosh, I've just gone completely blank.
Was it Breeze?
No. Oh my gosh, I've just gone completely blank, and everyone's going to come at me that I don't know who Cesaro's partner was. Because Joe was there, but he was just watching. He didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I've just gone blank.
Sheamus?
Yes. Oh, thank God.
They just told me.
Oh, you did? Okay. I was like, come on, people. Oh my goodness. Okay. Jamie. Love Ice Ice Jamie. Yeah, it was like a full bowling tag tournament, and it was so funny, and it was just like we love all those guys. So you put us in like a fun situation like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much fun, and we can just relax and like go bowling, and they filmed it and it was hilarious. And, you know, there were some gutter balls. Cass isn't the greatest at the bowling. But she actually did pretty good, actually. She did get a strike or two. But yeah, it was just like a really fun time. And when you can do that stuff with like for work, it's like, come on now.
Exactly.
Makes it awesome. Yeah.
Well, I always felt like what we did wasn't necessarily work, but the work part was the getting there. You know, like the driving part, the traveling part, the hotel part.
Yes.
Absolutely. The freaking, what was it? Yakima, Washington part.
Oh my gosh. I was just about to say, do people know the Yakima story? And do people know have you got any juice story?
Oh my God.
No. I'd love to tell those two stories in particular.
Please do. That's open for you completely right now. I want it to come from you.
So I'll say the juice story first because it's shorter. So I don't remember what town we're in because we tend to travel quite a bit. But it was one morning. It was Thea, Cassie, and I were staying together in the same hotel room. And all of a sudden, the fire alarm goes off, and those things are loud. They're supposed to wake you up. And it was just before 7 a.m. and it was freezing outside. So that's going off. And we're kind of like, oh my gosh, we're waiting a bit because we're like, do we have to get out of bed, or is it just kind of like test one or something? Eventually we have to get out because it's not stopping. We're all in our pajamas, chuck on a hoodie and bloody sneakers with no socks, and we're walking down the stairs and we're standing outside and it's freezing and the fire brigade comes and we're all just like half asleep. Like we got in at like 2 a.m. so we're just dead to the world. Somebody's toast ended up burning and that's what set it all off. Cool. So we walk all the way upstairs and Cass and I are taking our jackets off and we're getting ready to get into bed, and Thea's just standing and she's like looking around but she's like half asleep. And we're like, Thea, what are you doing? And she goes, yo, anybody got any juice? And we go, what are you talking about? It's 7 a.m. and you're asking us for juice. You came with us into this hotel room and you came with us out of the hotel room, and now there hasn't been any time for either of us to get any juice. And B, why are you want any juice for? You should be going back to sleep, darling. You've had 5 hours of sleep. So we died of laughing, and it's stuck with us since then. So a lot of the times, randomly, we'll just say, anybody got any juice? Like randomly in the locker room, and it'll just bring back all those memories. That's one of my favorite stories, I have to say.
I'm like laughing almost just as hard. I'm like sweating now. It's so funny. Because
it was in your fly voice. I want to say that, like
my New York accent. You could say it.
Yeah,
New York accent.
The New Yorker comes out, and it was hilarious. So that was always that's always going to be a top story of mine.
I love that you started it with yo.
Yeah. That's how it is. Oh damn.
Oh my God,
so
I'm
good.
dying.
And then what was it? Oh, the Yakima one. So Yakima, I'll summarize this because it is quite a long story. Long story short, another freezing, snowing day.
Icy.
Cass and I have never driven in the snow before, so we don't know what we're doing. I start off the drive. We end up in a ditch next to me. Did a little spin. In the ditch we go. No one around us. So thank goodness there was 2 trucks that got out and helped us get out. I'm traumatized because I feel like I've almost just killed my 2 best friends. I get in the back and I'm crying. Aww. I can't drive. I can't do it. We're going to stay here. We're going to miss the show. Can't do it. Thank goodness Thea has, some experience driving in the blizzards. She gets in the front seat. We get out of the ditch. We start driving again. By this time, the highway's closed, and the only way we can go is up the side of a mountain.
It sounds crazy when you say it.
It sounds not real.
No.
And a lot of people on the show were on this mountain, just so you know. Everyone was safe and sound at the end of the day. So we start driving up this mountain thinking, oh, okay, we'll just go over the mountain and then we're pretty much there, maybe 15, 20 minutes. No.
Mm-mm.
We start going up the mountain and it gets very high and it gets very steep and it gets very narrow very quickly and it starts snowing. And we look over to the right. Oh, and there's no bridge. There's no railing. There's no guard rails. There's nothing.
No.
And the higher we go, I look out the window. Oh, and there's water below us. That's lovely. And it's ice water. So that's lovely. And then it starts to really snow and really blizzard. And the traffic is banked up the whole way. And we're going, maybe like 5 miles an hour. We were going so slow and we can feel the car sliding because we couldn't do anything about it. We're in a bloody mini car, I don't even know what, like small Camry, maybe a 3-door Camry or something
like
tiny.
That. Yeah.
And we're sliding. And I honestly thought we were going to slide off the cliff into the ice water. We were all that scared and we all had our hands on our seatbelts and I was getting ready to like grab these two and get out the window and just get us safe and sound. But there was an accident way up ahead, so the traffic was stopped. Yep. So we are stuck in the line of traffic. It's pitch black. It's snowing. The car's getting like covered in snow. We can't go anywhere. We're there for about, I want to say 5 or 6 hours, right? That we were stuck
it was
in that.
5 hours up until someone came with like little water cups.
Yes.
And soup cups, was it soup or something?
And soup cups, yeah, because we had no water. We didn't have any water. We didn't have anywhere to go to the bathroom.
We got it right.
Apart from a couple of I want to say to-go boxes and
oh my god,
I don't even know what we were using to just relieve that.
Oh my god.
And then middle of the night, because we weren't moving anywhere, it's pitch black, and we saw someone with a flashlight coming up, and Cassie was in the driver's seat at this time, and her instincts kicked in, and she was like, who's that? What do you want? Type thing. Got real. She's like, yes, can I help you? And as you would, because we're scared out of our minds. And bless his heart, he said, here's some water and a couple of noodles for all of you. So appreciated that. And then, a couple of hours we was on our way and we made it, but that's the story of Yakima.
Yeah, that's Yakima, Washington, everyone. It took about 5 hours before somebody came to get, like, with the water, and then another, I want to say 3 to 4 more hours until we got off.
Yeah, it was rough.
Oof. Holy crap, that was like, wow. And it's weird because hearing you tell the story again, I felt like I was going through all the emotions of like oh, that's really funny. Oh shit, that's really bad. Oh, that's really funny. Yeah. Oh no.
And that's how it was. We were trying so hard to like be like make fun and make joke of it and just be like, yeah, it's all good. We're gonna get there. And it's like, no, we could have gone off a cliff.
Yeah. Well, especially because like the ice, like it wasn't cleaned. Like it wasn't like there wasn't salt or anything. So it was just like swaying us, and I was like, damn. So even if I had the emergency brake on, it was like you can't do anything. There was nothing you could do.
No.
So I was like, oh god,
you can't do anything.
But oh man, everybody's like, what the hell?
It sounds like I'm making it up, but I promise you, I am not.
I wish we were.
Yeah, totally.
Oh my god, everybody's like, holy shit, that's scary as fuck. And then like Mystic Master's like, Z needs her juice. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Apple if you've got it. Huh? Orange she'll take. I said apple juice if you've got it, orange she'll take it.
Absolutely. Izzy Gibbs is asking, how does Billy Kay feel about a maybe storyline with the IICONICS and the New Day together?
Oh, I'd love that.
That'd be so cool.
That would just be a good time right there.
Yeah.
I mean, we've always looked to them for like inspiration, and like they've helped us a lot in just like coming up with phrases, coming up with like ideas, coming up with stories. Like they've really helped us throughout our tag team becoming whole and becoming the Iconics. They've really helped us. And Woods was one of the first people that we showed, and he kind of like came up with the Iconics post too. He was very a part of that.
Oh, that's so cool.
Definitely a part of that. Yeah, he was the one that kind of like, because we always had this thing where Cass and I would like move our shirt.
Yeah.
And the time that we decided to do it on TVs, we always like, we wore our shirts to the ring, but everyone always wears them the same. So we were like, oh, what can we do differently? And this was on a live event the first time we did it. We used to cut each other's shirts. And Cass, we were like, how can we do it differently? And Cass goes, oh, I've got an idea. She grabs the scissors and she just does one line up the middle. I said, cool, you want me to go out there like that? She goes, yeah. I said, all right. So I cut hers like that. And we went out there as a joke.
Yeah.
But then we ended up doing it on TVs because we liked our thing. And then I remember coming back from it, and Woods was like, you guys, you've got to do that every time. You've got to pop it. You've got to get into it and stuff like. And he's like, you've got to hold it. Let me see that. You're like, yeah, iconic. And it was,
aww.
And we did, and it's, it makes me so happy. We do like signings, or we do like appearances, and people are like, can we do the pose? And it's like, yeah, hell yeah, like it's so cool.
That is a really cool thing. I attempted it yesterday, and I was very, it was a sad attempt, but someone clipped it, so I was like, okay, I have to show it to them now.
Yeah, I saw that on the old Twitter. A for effort, mate. Is there room for improvement? Sure.
Yeah,
sure.
There's always room for improvement. I mean,
absolutely. But we always like to let everyone do their own version, because it is very like, it's how you feel when you do it. Some people do the dinosaur hands. Some people, some people do just a shoulder. Some people look up. Some people look away. So it's whatever floats your boat.
Touche. I looked up.
Yeah, yeah. Isn't it funny? So some people don't look at any like the same places. Yeah, it's
That's so funny. All right, last question then, because I don't want to hold you forever, but I could literally, I could talk to you for hours upon hours. But DJ Run 789 asks, well, he says, this is incredible. I need more of these stories now. But how did all three of you connect at, I'm assuming, NXT? What started the friendship?
I kind of want you to tell this story, because you always tell it really good, and it's better from your perspective, because Cass and I were playing a joke on you, so it's always nice to hear someone like you answer this one.
Well, I was nervous as fuck, because you guys, like, to me, coming in, especially being new, I was like, oh shit, man, like, that's IICONICS, and you don't want to, like, you don't want to mess with them, like, they're just, you can see they're, like, next up to go to the main roster. You're trying to respect the boundaries there. So, but I was like, oh, they seem so cool. And then you guys seem nice, but I just didn't have the, like, balls to say something to you. And then after, I think I was coming out of Norman's class, or maybe Robbie's class, and you're like, oh, come here. And I was like, okay. And I walked over, like, all peppy and shit. I was like, all right, maybe this is it. And you guys were like, so,
It's great.
It's like, so, we heard that you were, trying to, like, I can't even continue with the accent, but, like, I don't remember what it was exactly. That basically I was, like, trying to, like, be negative in the locker room and, like, cause issues between people and stuff like that. And right away, after I heard, like, some kind of negative something, and that I was involved with it, I didn't hear anything else after that. I was just like, oh no, what'd I do? And I think it showed in my face, because the second I was like,
I remember your face.
Yeah. Cassie's like, I can't do this anymore. I can't do it. Yeah. And you're like, no, we're just kidding. We just want you to travel with us. And I was like, really?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I was so nervous. I was like, oh no. And because, like, I knew you guys were close with, like, oh my God. He called you Big Bill. Oh my God.
Oh,
Riddick.
Morales.
Yes. Yeah. And like, you guys were always messing around. And I was like, oh, they're so funny. but I didn't put two and two together. They could probably be playing a joke on you right now. Didn't happen. Didn't click at all. And I was always in my head. So right away it was like, I thought my whole world was like, oh no, oh no, oh no.
Yeah.
And then you guys are just like, oh my God, I'm just kidding. I can't. And then, you're like, do you want to travel with us? And I was like, yeah, I do. And this would be great. And then as soon as I got back in there, I was like, what the fuck just happened? What just happened right now? Like,
so many emotions.
Yeah, I literally was like, okay. But then we started traveling together, and then it was fun. And then it's funny because you always have like your representative first. The person is like, the people meet that person first, and then they get to know you. And I remember thinking, let me just show. Oh, my cats are fighting. Hey! No fighting! It was Phoebe and Tubby.
Oh gosh.
I was like, okay, let me see how they're gonna react to this, and I let the accent slip out a little bit, and you guys were like kind of receptive, and I was like, okay, and then I slowly started like letting out little like real me coming out, and I think it was you that initially was just like, I don't remember what I said, but you're like, what did you just say? Like just that reaction, I was like, oh no, they're cool with it.
Yeah, 100%. Because let me tell you some of the conversations that we have had on the road. Yes,
those are so.
I consider myself a bit of a grandma, so I'm always looking to Thea for just to spice up life, because she's always got something good going on, you know. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah. If ever you need some spice in your life, Spice Girl's not included. You know, even though that was part of our travel jams that we had.
Yep. Had to
go from
jam that for sure.
But by the way, one thing that I've said this to you a bunch, but you guys in the chat don't know. I looked at Cassie as like this innocent like girl. She's like this, you know. And then when we would put each other's like iPods in the car, I was like, okay, like they can expect this from me and whatever. And then with you, I was like, okay, yeah, I can kind of get that.